Well, good morning, and a big thank you for being here for today's big announcement, something we are very, very excited about. Let me start off by just saying that our downtown is thriving with so much more on the way. We have a lot to be excited about. Development along the North Bank is now recentering downtown right in Riverfront Park. More people are enjoying events, conventions, and shows. And investments in hotels, restaurants, and other venues are just creating an ever-growing vibrancy. We have an awesome downtown. And even with all of that excitement and energy, our downtown can be so much more. It is a serious concern that I heard over and over again last year. I spent most of last year out in the community talking and listening to our residents, and I still hear of their concerns today. That's why I am so excited to be joined by City Council President Breean Beggs, Councilmember Lori Kinnear, Police Chief Craig Meidel, and our partners, the Downtown Spokane Partnership and also Spokane Transit Authority, in announcing the location of our new Downtown Spokane Police Precinct right here at Riverside and Wall, the former Umpqua Bank. And we're happy to say that it is set to open this summer. Crime is dropping, and opening a new precinct will enhance that progress. SPD is adding more officers and investigative resources downtown. That includes 5 additional officers, a detective and a sergeant, and that's on top of 16 sworn SPD personnel already assigned to our downtown core. 2 Spokane County Sheriff's deputies will also be using this precinct. This central location delivers in the first 7 weeks of my administration on an important priority coming into office that will deepen officer connections with our community and our visitors. It is, as you've noticed, on a very busy intersection with great visibility. It's near our public transit hub. STA is right across the street. It's in the middle of employment and higher education centers for our region. And with more than 50,000 employees who work downtown every workday, more than 11,000 college students, nearly 200 fantastic restaurants, retail and entertainment venues, and also more than 13,000 residents. This has taken a team effort, a lot of collaboration to get it done, to get to this point, and so now I'd like to invite some of those who helped make this precinct possible and to share their thoughts as well. So I'm going to start with Council President Beggs, Councilmember Kinnear, followed by our Chief, Craig Meidel, and DSP's Mark Richard.
Thanks so much, Mayor. It's been great to partner with you and your administration and so many people in this room. I came to work in the downtown Spokane core 16 years ago this month. And for the last 10 years, I've co-owned a business just 2 blocks away right there. And my sense of the downtown is that it actually is a pretty safe space. But public safety is such a priority for people, and it is the experience, and it's the perception. And as the city has grown and become more vibrant, with more people visiting it, we have struggled with that, and we've also struggled to be innovative. And this new downtown precinct is going to allow us to be innovative. This downtown is the center of our city, it's the center of our region, it's even becoming a center of our state. And whether you live here or you work here or you're just visiting, this is going to be the showpiece for public safety in Spokane. And I was just telling the mayor that I said it won't be that long from now that we'll be featured in some magazine saying Spokane again, leading the way. And I'm really looking excited for that. This place is going to allow us to do our co-deployed teams where we're matching up behavioral health experts with our police, with the Sheriff's Department. You are going to experience a new sense of safety. You will see officers walking our beat. You will see them riding their bicycles. You will see their patrol cars here. You will have access to people at almost any time of day. And our transit riders, who are increasing all the time, will see this as a safe space. So I just thank all the people who helped make this happen. And I'm going to turn it over to Councilmember Kinnear. Thank you.
Thank you. Lori Kinnear, City Council for District 2. I'm also Public Safety Chair and a former board member of DSP, and I want to tell you, I feel safer already. Look at this. As the chair of City Council's Public Safety and Community Health Committee, I am really thrilled by this announcement. Relocating the police precinct to the downtown core demonstrates the city's commitment to public safety in this neighborhood. It's essential that this move is coupled with the mayor's recommitment to a neighborhood policing model downtown. This model, which includes officers on bike or on foot, facilitates more interactions between officers and individuals in the neighborhood, including residents, business owners, workers, commuters, tourists, and people experiencing homelessness. Moving the police precinct alongside this new policing model signifies a strengthening of both the safety and perception of a safe downtown. I want to thank the mayor and her administration and SBD for being willing to think differently about some of the foundational elements that help our police officers keep this neighborhood safe, healthy, and vibrant. And now let's hear from Mark Richard, President of DSP.
Good morning. My name is Mark Richard. I'm the President and CEO of the Downtown Spokane Partnership, and I'd like to invite my chair for 2020, Dave Black, the CEO and President for NAI Black, to join me this morning. This is a huge moment for us. We have been working, as the mayor mentioned, a long time to get back to this point. I can't tell you how excited we are in terms of the support we've received from the council and from the mayor's office, this really bipartisan focusing on the importance of downtown, not on politics, and making this happen so quickly into your administration, Mayor. So thank you for your incredible leadership. Also want to mention just real quickly, we have a number of CEOs and corporate executives standing behind you and off to the side of the cameras from several different businesses and property managers from major buildings in downtown Spokane. As the mayor mentioned, not only is downtown the hub of employment, we have over 1,300 individual unique businesses in downtown. I know that the CEO for Visit Spokane is with us today. Well over 1 million visitors come to the core of downtown each and every year. And we are standing right in the epicenter of that. We are on the highway, if you will, between three major hotels and the major shopping center in downtown. We are standing a half a block away, really, from the highest concentration of employment in the entire downtown area. So it is important that this precinct reside here. And again, I just want to thank the council and the mayor for your leadership in bringing a long-term solution for making sure that our streets are not only safe, but as is mentioned, they feel safe. And that's probably oftentimes more important. And really what we're facing today is that sense of safety. So thank you, Mayor. And if you don't mind, I'll have the chair say a few words.
Well, I'd just like to thank the mayor as well. She ran on a campaign promise, and she's doing what she promised, and we appreciate that. I'd like to thank the entire city council for working together and getting this done, and the police department. It's going to be, as an independent businessman, it's going to be fantastic to be downtown. We all reside down here. We want to live, work, and play in a clean, vibrant, and safe environment. So thank you very much.
Great, Dave, just you mentioned that one of the things we oftentimes forget is the men and women in blue. None of this would be possible without them. They're out here 24/7. They're going into the scene as we're trying to seek shelter. These men and women are helping keep us safe, and so our sincere gratitude to the chief, to the captain, and to the entire team that works downtown.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mayor.
Good morning. I'd like to start by thanking the community for their support and allowing us to increase our staffing levels. This will help ensure our downtown stays safe, vibrant, and a fun destination for our businesses and our visitors. This announcement is the beginning of an exciting evolution that the mayor and city council agreed was important to our downtown businesses and our visitors. We will be redeploying more officers into a central downtown location that will give us greater visibility, more opportunity to engage with the community, and increase partnership with our COPS volunteers to ensure that our front desk is staffed consistently. We will be significantly increasing our behavioral health unit staffing at this facility as well to add to the two that are already going to be located here. If you recall, our behavioral health unit is a proactive unit that will go out and work with those who are suffering from mental health issues. With warmer weather already on the horizon and an already noticeable increase in downtown visitors, the timing couldn't be better. And once our projected staffing levels are achieved in the coming months, this enhanced space will allow us to house a total of 35 officers and staff members in a highly visible and strategically located facility. Thank you.
And just to let you know that we had toured 4 different locations before we came to this one. And this location, the former Umpqua Bank, definitely beat all the other contenders by a long shot because it's a shell and we can customize it to the needs of our police officers. And that includes conference rooms, offices, showers, bike lockups, all of that. And I don't know about you, but if you take a look at this place, I think it's going to be one of the nicest darn police precincts I've ever seen in my life. And our men and women in blue deserve the very best because they provide the very best service and safety for all of us. And I'm talking about safety for all citizens. So I do want to thank STA. I know Nancy Williams is here from STA and Meg Winchester from Visit Spokane in partnering with us. A huge thank you to them. Captain Dave Singley, if you are interested, we'll provide a kind of a tour and a walk around so you can see what this will look like when it is finished. And before we go, if anybody has any questions, myself or one of the officials behind me can answer them. Anybody?
The Anadarko Center being, it's less than half a mile away, so what would you say to people who are wondering, why here, what the difference is?
Well, Captain Amidal might be able to answer that better, but when we approached SPD, we asked them, where specifically do you want to be? And this was the core of where they see a lot of their activity and where they wanted to be closer to make those quicker responses. So location, location, location wasn't the intermodal. It was right here.
Will the public have access to this precinct 24/7?
That will be manned. I'll have the chief come and talk about that maybe a little more specifically. We are discussing right now what that will look like, but there will be a reception area that is manned or womaned. It will be staffed so that anybody coming off the sidewalk could make a report if they want to, but pretty much we're going to have officers coming in and out here 24/7. But if the chief wants to talk more specifically about what that looks like as far as hours.
Thank you. So yeah, you will see increased staffing levels here at the precinct. One of the things that we'll do is we obviously want to make sure that we're using the resources the city gives us in the form of staffing in the most efficient way possible. So there'll be some experimenting on when is the facility most used, when does it make sense to have it open, and if, let's say, for example, in the middle of the night it doesn't make sense for us to keep the facility open because there's no visitors, then rather than have an officer specifically stationed at the downtown precinct, we would rather have them being proactive out in the streets. But there's going to be somewhat of a learning phase there as well based on what are the needs of the downtown area and some experimentation to nail down the specific hours.
Could you explain the structure of the police here and the cost of their renovations and where that funds will come from?
So I think on the handout that you have, you can see what the costs are, upfront costs. It's a 10-year lease, and with a 7-year possible out if we wanted to change a location for a precinct. The costs, we have IT costs are factored in the amount that you see there. It's a $295,000. That includes costs outside of the amount of money that the developers gave us to build this facility out. It also includes IT, which is quite a hefty amount. You can imagine that the police department requires a lot more IT than most businesses do. And we wanted to make sure that once we started tearing things up and providing that support and infrastructure for them, that we were also looking to the future. So we are upgrading in some areas on that as well. And we're working with the Downtown Spokane Partnership to provide furniture. They just started a nonprofit, and we're hoping that they'll be able to provide the furniture, so that won't be a cost that the city will have to incur.
You mentioned community engagement. Do you have any idea of what that will look like?
Pardon me?
Community engagement, do you have any ideas of what that will look like?
With our police officers? Well, as far as community policing? Oh, yeah. I mean, this is what we want. We want a more visible police force, and we want our officers out on the street, foot patrol, bike patrol, engaging with our business owners, with the people who work downtown, the people who visit downtown. And so I think it's that one-on-one engagement that is extremely important. And I think the visibility will make a huge difference into people's perception of being safe downtown. And again, I'm talking about all citizens.
Will there be more foot patrols and bike patrols as a result of this move, in addition to increased staffing?
I can't hear you, I'm
Will
sorry.
there be more bike patrols and foot patrols as a result of this precinct move and increased staffing? I guess give the specifics as to what the
Well, I think that's something that the chief is going to be considering as we move forward and what that will look like. But visibility, definitely. More officers on foot patrol, more officers on their bicycles. So yeah, that's the goal.
Is this just for downtown? I mean, is this going to affect officers patrolling on the north side or the south side?
This is downtown. This is downtown, yes.
So 35 officers are going to be here. Where are they coming from?
Well, there are already 16. I think there's in the handout that you have, there's already 16 that are assigned to downtown. We have 7 more on the way because of the levy. And then we have the behavioral health units, including Spokane County Sheriff's deputies. And so the 35 number is up to 35, but right now we're looking around 30. Yeah.
I mean, being across from the STA Plaza, I know that this was a place that's been kind of brought up in terms of perception of safety, been in the headlines a lot. Can you talk about if that had anything to do with putting a precinct right here so close by?
Well, the targeted area that the police department gave us definitely took STA into consideration. Yeah.
What were the other locations that were looked at?
They were all along Riverside, as a matter of fact, all along the street. Right across the street there, and we could probably give you, if you actually want the exact addresses, we could make those available to you. I don't have them off the top of my head, but one of the issues too, we have a lot of commercial vacancy, so we had 4 options just on Riverside within a 2 or 3 block radius.
I know parking was a concern as you were looking at potential locations. Can you explain how that will work here?
Can't specifically yet. We're in discussions with STA on that, and we'll be able to make an announcement in a couple of weeks more specifically on what that looks like. But some of the parking for our officers will be out here right on Riverside, which is we want that visible parking. There may be some space on Wall, possibly, and also on Post.
Will you be using the whole building or just the main lobby area?
I'm going to have Captain Singley give you a tour specifically so you can see exactly what it looks like. So it's taped out right now in blue tape. No, we're not taking the full amount of the space. We wanted to leave the building owners some retail space available. For example, this corner right here, prime retail space because it's on the street. We didn't want to take that. We wanted them to be able to fill it. And we think they're going to be able to do it much easier with the police precinct right next door.
So you made reference to the developer giving the city some, is it money that the developers giving the city?
You know, a lot of times when you come into a space, developers will allocate money so that you can start the infrastructure and the construction costs, and then oftentimes those costs run over that amount and you make up the difference. So yeah, there was about $235,000 that they allowed. Anybody else? Thanks for coming here. Captain Singley is going to give tours. If you guys want to do a walk around and see exactly what it's going to look like when it's filled, we hope to be open by July. So we'll do another announcement when it's all finished and you can see the finished product. Thanks for being here.